Alright, my name's Tom, and today I'm going to be talking about things and stuff with Pickard. Just Pickard. Everyone else got dysentery and died. This is Safehouse. Alright. Hello. It's only two of us today because Megan went to a wireless festival and didn't invite us, which we're really bitter about. I'm not fussed at all because it's like Kanye West
and 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, good. I can think of no better way to spend a weekend without owning a chisel. So, news. Bloody Sherlock's happening.
Yeah.
They've announced a new series. They're doing season 4 of Sherlock, which they were always going to do, let's be honest.
Pretty much.
Because the BBC have realised that makes money. They're doing a Christmas special because Stephen Moffat loves a good Christmas special. And then season 4, which will no doubt deal with Moriarty versus Sherlock round 2. Because fuck the source material. So but I'll watch it because it's Sherlock, and it'll be good.
Do not have a problem with more Sherlock.
Yeah, it's fine by me. So so Sherlock's happening. On Moffat related bullshit, they've given an official announcement of when Doctor Who season 8 is starting. With Peter Capaldi taking over as the Doctor, which I am super hype about, which is August the 23rd. August the 23rd.
Save the date.
It's a Saturday. Get there. It's going to be bloody Doctor Who Day.
I probably won't be watching it.
I'm going to watch it so hard. I'm probably going to watch it more than once.
I've never really got into Doctor Who.
I am super into Doctor Who. It says the massive Dalek poster behind you, and the Dalek model here, and the collection of Doctor Who miniatures there. A little bit to Doctor Who. So, I will most likely be watching that repeatedly because always Doctor Who when questioned. What else is happening in life? There's films
that happen.
There's films that happen. There's films that are happening. Some of them alright, some of them not so much. They've announced Pacific Rim 2. Because, if there's one thing we needed, it was more of that. So,
never seen it.
It's not great.
The thing is, Mark loves it.
Mark does love it, but Mark's wrong. Mark is wrong, and he has to make peace with that. It was good in premise, because it was like robots versus monsters. It was a good time.
Sounds good.
But in practice, it was tonally all over the place. Because sometimes it was like super serious, like
that speech.
Yeah, the Idris Elba speech, and it was like really emotional, and then it was like Charlie Day turns up and it's some slapstick comedy, and it was a bit. I don't like films that don't know tonally what they're going for, and this did not have a clue.
It seems weird to be doing that when it's a Del Toro film.
Yeah,
and he's
like Del Toro's usually
not normally that bad with that sort of stuff.
But no, so that was
whatever.
It was but they're making a second one.
Must have made a bit of money then.
Oh, probably, yeah. I mean, it cost them enough to make it, so they've probably got enough back off that to do all of it. So that'll be good. There's bloody Superman's.
He looks the same.
Yes, they've released a new picture of Superman's.
It's him
same
again.
Picture. Same picture.
Did they release a picture of someone else from it? They released a Batman.
They released the Batman one ages ago, the Batfleck, which I'm hype about. Don't put me down because
he should stick behind the camera now.
Yeah,
he's a good director.
Yeah,
although he's an actor.
Batfleck, I am looking forward to seeing that. I like Ben Affleck. Don't judge me because I've always liked Ben Affleck since him being in Mallrats because he's like one of Kevin Smith's best mates and therefore he's in all his films. So that's good.
Yeah, he looks the same.
Yeah, no, they released a picture. He looks pretty much exactly the same, which is sort of what we expected. The only one that anyone's really interested, because Superman's going to look the same. Batman's going to be wearing a bat suit. It's the same. It's Batman. The only one that anyone really cares about seeing, Wonder Woman. I want to know what they've done with Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because is she going to be in the little hot pants? Is she going to have the full leggings like the new comics? Is she silver or gold? Who knows?
I don't.
No,
I don't.
Me neither.
I want to know what Jesse Eisenberg's going to look like.
Yeah.
Are they going to
shave his
curly
head?
hair
Yeah, probably. Oh man, that's going to look creepy.
Or is he just going to be...
Apparently he's going to be covered in tattoos.
What?
Apparently he's like... They're basing Lex Luthor in the new sort of universe as... They've based him on Mark Zuckerberg. So he's like a sort of internet billionaire startup who has, you know, gone from being like a street smart punk kid to owning...
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
That bit not smart, but he's gone to like owning the biggest share in all sorts of things. He's built up LexCorp, and as best I can tell, the idea is that where Superman pretty much blew up Metropolis, LexCorp and Wayne Enterprises have teamed up to charitably rebuild Metropolis.
Oh, okay.
Which is why he's getting involved. But then obviously, whereas Batman is all like, well, you know, I know he blew up New York, but he did try and save, not New York Metropolis, but he was trying to save people. You know, I can appreciate collateral damage because that's what he's like. Whereas Lex Luthor is like, no, everyone shouldn't like him. They should like me because I'm fixing Metropolis. And
he's just bitter that his van got blew up in the fight scene.
That's it. Yeah, it's going to be the age-old tale of Lex Luthor is jealous of Superman and therefore wants to kill Superman. So
Fine.
Fine by me. So that's pretty good. Which I'm intrigued where the versus comes into it though, because it's Batman versus Superman. So it's like, well, why are they fighting? That's what I want to know, because they're not going to be following the Frank Miller comic there, because at that point Batman was being a vigilante and Superman was working for the government, and I very much doubt they're going to go down that route so early in this universe's birth. But we'll see. It'll be hype. It'll be good.
Yeah, is it next year or this year? It's next year.
Next year, I think.
Because it's the same as Avengers 2.
It's the same as everything that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Everything is happening in 2015. It's actually just the rest of this year is no news. Slow news year.
It's summer. Nothing happens in the summer.
No, it's a complete drought of information. Obviously, there's no video game news because after E3, everyone's like, well, fucking zip.
Take a nap for a while.
Yeah, that's it. So we're not going to hear anything again until Comic-Con, which is not that far away, really.
Is it August?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe, probably.
Soon enough.
So that'd be good. TV is happening. Bloody them.
Them and what?
Them and the Things. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are co-writing and co-directing a TV adaptation of Garth Ennis's Preacher graphic novel, which is one of the best graphic novels around. If you can read it, do, because it's really...
Explain Preacher to me.
Okay, so Preacher, there's a guy, his name is Jesse. He is a preacher, Kelsey Priest. Basically, shit gets rowdy. There's a whole angels and demons fighting kind of plot going on. Basically, God gets sick of everyone's shit and quits. God straight up goes, you know what, guys, you're on your own. I've had enough.
I've already done that.
Yeah. So God... religious statement. So God longs off. The power of the voice of God crashes down into Jesse's town. It hits him while he's giving a sermon, destroys the entire town, kills everyone. But he survives and he has the voice of God. So he can tell people to do stuff and they have to do it because it's the voice of God.
Yeah.
So there's him, and then he meets up with like his junkie ex-girlfriend, and then a Irish like mental vampire by the name of Cassidy, and the three of them go on adventures, and it's brilliant. And it's all about them basically trying to find God and saying, look mate, I know it's been a bit tough, but let's not be a prick about it. Get back to work. And so yeah, it's fantastic. And it's so dark. I mean, it's Garth Ennis, so it's gonna be pretty dark. There's a lot of very mature themes. There's a character called Arseface
Brilliant.
Who is named so because emulating Nirvana, because he was a big Nirvana fan in the comics. He shot himself in the face with a shotgun, but he survived, and now his face is like this sort of weird, scarred up, puckered arse. And then he goes out for revenge when Jesse, the arseface's father, is a sheriff who's out to get Jesse because he thinks he's murdered everyone in the town, and Jesse tells him to go fuck himself, and they don't show you it on screen, but you see the aftermath of it, and obviously he dies from that, and so Arseface goes out for revenge. It's fantastic.
Sounds pretty brutal.
It's a really, really good comic. Garth Ennis in general is a fantastic author, and
what else has he done then?
He did The Boys, which is a really cool ongoing series with Simon Pegg in it, like comic book Simon Pegg. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, where they have an actor playing a character in comic, they just use their likeness, and Simon Pegg is one of the characters in The Boys. Either way, that's worth checking out because Garth Ennis. It's fantastic. But the Preacher show, being written and directed by, obviously the stories from the comic, but being written and directed by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg of all films fame. Everything.
Is that the pair with James Franco?
Yeah.
So they're
the sort of, they're like the little Judd Apatow mates.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing that. It's being produced by AMC. And the actual showrunner team behind it is the team from Breaking Bad. So that gives you an idea of the quality it's going to be. So
AMC are really good.
AMC know their shit.
Mad Men as well.
I haven't watched Mad Men. It looks pretty cool, but I never got around to it.
I was talking about it with Mark. The thing is, I've watched it for 6, 7 and a bit seasons now.
Jesus.
6 and a bit seasons now. I think it's on the last season.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure 90% of shows people chatting and smoking and drinking.
Isn't that what the
but
era
it's
was
amazing.
Like? Yeah, it's like, well, it must be good.
You know, like an hour finishes and you just thought nothing really happened, but I enjoyed watching.
It was good. All right, I'll put that on my to-do list.
A lot of stuff does actually happen.
That's on Netflix as well, and if anything's on Netflix,
just get and watch
it. So
I've got all the box sets as well. So
cool. Everyone wins. Yeah, sounds good.
It is good.
Yeah, you still need to give me the box sets of The Sopranos because Sopranos,
best TV show ever made.
That's it. I've never seen it. I've never. Controversial opinions. Fade to black. No, cut immediately to black. That's exactly how it works. The Breaking Bad team are making it, which leads us on to Better Call Saul.
You better.
Because the Breaking Bad spin-off has had announcements made about it. It's definitely happening for show, which is nice to know.
2 seasons.
It's going to take place before, during, and after the events of Breaking Bad.
That's the interesting one.
Yeah, because obviously before is just going to be setting up. He's a crooked lawyer. Funny little freak of the week stories with getting people out of trouble.
Yeah.
During is going to be interesting because it's like what he's doing behind the scenes to deal with Walter's bullshit. So that'd be quite cool. And obviously you get to see him orchestrating the plans that Walter puts in play against Jesse, so that'd be nice. But then after, well, he's living in obscurity. What's going to go on there? What's happening? And the real question is, when they do the after, are they going to resolve the sort of is he, isn't he in the last episode of Breaking Bad? No.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just going to be
it's going to be like, no,
other stuff. That
it'll be like him in Nebraska, I think it was. Yeah, so
I don't think they're going to do that. It doesn't seem like the right thing to
do.
Just go, and he's not.
Yeah, because Vince Gilligan is very much a sort that he doesn't mind leaving things unexplained. Because I read up on it, and he quite purposely left Gus's history unexplained. I will have a little spoiler warning about Breaking Bad here, by the way, in case because there is.
It's been alright so far.
Yeah, there's been no greater crime than discussing spoilers. But you know, it finished a while ago. If you haven't watched it, do so. But I'll put a little thing in the corner just so you know. Also, I'm really gutted because Giancarlo Esposito was going to be a guest at LFCC and he cancelled. It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
We could have been there, Safehouse on location, because you better believe we're doing some filming at LFCC.
With Gus Fring.
We could have been us hanging out with Gus Fring, you know.
It's alright, we get to hang out with
Hodor.
a million other Hodor.
Yeah.
I get to hang out with Sherilyn Fenn, which I'm super happy about.
You get to meet Sherilyn Fenn. I get to meet the 8th Doctor and Clara, so that's me happy. Also, Carrie Fisher is going to be there, because, I mean, they're filming down the road, she might as well.
Yeah, just rock up.
I mean, Mark Hamill might turn up.
Did you see
Harrison Ford won't.
Jake Lloyd cancel?
Of course Jake Lloyd can. Jake Lloyd's a dick. Jake Lloyd hates everyone, so no, he won't turn up.
Been to things like that before where you get the celebs that are a bit shitty about it.
Went to LFCC last year. I met one of my childhood crushes, who was Nicole De Boer. She was the actress who played Ezri Dax on DS9. I loved me a bit of Ezri Dax, right? Ezri Dax was my one day I'm going to grow up and go into space and marry Ezri Dax. That was my childhood dream. And I got to meet her, and she sounded like she couldn't give less of a shit. Like, I was saying how not only was I a fan of her in DS9, she was also in one of my all-time favourite films, which is Cube. Probably one of the best sci-fi horror films ever, because god damn, that is a good film. They did 2 sequels, well, a sequel and a prequel. Sequel was shit, it's called Hypercube, that was really bad, don't watch that. The prequel was fantastic. Prequel, I would say, is maybe even better than the original. So Cube is good. Nicole De Boer was in the original Cube, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I really love Cube, it's one of my all-time favourite films. And she was like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. It's like, okay. And then I was like, oh, you know, I got her little signature, and I was like, can I get a picture with you? She went, no. Alright, I'll leave you alone forever now. And the worst part is she was sitting a couple of people down from Billy Piper, and I was like, I could have met Billy Piper. Billy Piper was having a great old laugh with people. She was taking photos. She was being really pleasant, having a chat. I could have been meeting Billy Piper. Instead, I went for Nicole De Boer, and she broke my heart. There's the age-old argument of Star Wars versus Star Trek, though, when you get the mashups, and basically Star Trek wins. Basically,
I couldn't even care who wins.
No,
I would watch the fight with indifference.
yeah. But I mean, they always say the thing is like, oh, but the Millennium Falcon. It's like, yeah, but they all use laser weaponry in Star Wars, and in Star Trek, they quite clearly state, like in one of the episodes, they're like, there's an alien firing lasers at them. And they're like, oh no, they're firing on us. And Geordie's like, using fucking lasers that won't even get through our shields, it's bullshit. It's like using a pea shooter. It's like, well, there you go. They'd fire their lasers, nothing would happen. They'd just like throw a photon torpedo at the Millennium Falcon, problem solved. Make the Kessel run after that, you prick. Yeah, that's it really. We've run through all the news. We've blitzed through it. It's too warm to...
It's so hot.
It's unbearably warm. The sun is actually so bright that usually I've got 2 big lighting rigs. I haven't even turned them on because it's so warm and so bright. I don't need them. Don't need them. So yeah. So I mean, we've done over 20 minutes. I'm probably not even going to edit this. I'm just going to put it up, put a couple of little funny pictures on there, leave you to it. It'll be great. Hopefully Megan will be back next week.
She can tell us all about the Kanye West.
She can tell us about Kanye West and the 2 Chainz, which would be good. Yeah, I'm a little bit upset, right? Here's a quick story before we go. I made, and this is going to be, I'm going to time this, I made these buttons. I made some buttons.
Oh yeah.
I made some buttons, right? I made some buttons so people could press the buttons, and it would automatically send you to either our Facebook page, Twitter, or subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel works, that's no problem. Turns out, you're not allowed on YouTube to do a thing that sends you to other things. Like, you can, if it's a website you own, then you can do external links by the looks of it. But I have looked at it and it's like, no. So basically, I can put them there, and it'll have a little thing that tells you the address, which is slightly prettier than the bloody big things. But you know, I was a little bit gutted. I thought I'd been really clever, made some nice video buttons.
Can you even put it in the description?
It's in the description, isn't it? It's always been in the description. Fine. It's got the subscribe, Facebook, Twitter. It's got the works, but you know, it's fucking YouTube.
We might have reached over 1,000 views by.
Yeah, I was going to say we were on 999 overall channel views the other day. So maybe this is the one.
We have a sick pie.
Pushes you over. We'll do a sick. I'll make a video for 1,000 channel views. It'll be amazing. So so thanks for watching. We'll be back next week
with more people.
With more people and maybe some more things to talk about. It'll be hype.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Bye-bye.